to answer your other question, the cross made out of blocks was actually something I hung on my daughter's wall at her first communion. So, yeah, that's what I do. I pick stuff like that and weave it in.
It's real because it feels real.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. I just mentioned that.
Any questions on Eternal Darkness?
Sounds good.
I have just a general. I mean, when did you first kind of decide you're going to work in this genre of horror and stuff? If you decided or it just happened?
Yeah, that's a common question: is did I choose horror or did horror choose me?
Yeah, and when did that happen?
I think when I was very young, I grew up watching Preacher Double Feature and all the old like Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff horror movies. I read when I was a kid. I grew up reading like Hardy Boys and things like that, which weren't horror, of course, but in a lot of them there was almost a supernatural element. There was kind of like Scooby-Doo. They proved at the end it really wasn't, but so I always had a feel for it. And then when I was about 14, I picked up this book that had an all-black cover with a little red drop of blood on it at my local Woolworths, and it was Salem's Lot, and that was it. I was hooked. I read everything I could get my hands on. My older brother is he has bookshelves about equal to what we have here, with every paperback horror book from the 70s, 80s, now, like just probably thousands of them. So everything he read, I would read, and so yeah, I've been hooked for a while.
And then when was the first time you decided, well, I'm going to add to this. I'm going to I love this, and now I want to contribute to it. This thing I love.
I think I always wanted to be a writer. Probably never really acted on it. My first memory of trying to write was when I was in high school. Right after I read Salem's Lot, I had to write a story from my high school English class. And I did, and it was a vampire story, of course.
Ding.
Yeah, shock. And I'll never forget, my English teacher sent it back. She loved it, and she wrote a note on it. Let's put this in Boojum Rock. Boojum Rock was the name of our high school magazine or literary magazine or whatever. And I was like a super shy, nerdy. I'm like, no way. Like, people would actually read it if it was in there. I don't want anyone to read it. So, wherever Miss Camo is, thank you for that.
It's like, yes, you have to learn how to want to be published.
Yeah,
if you want to be a writer, you have to accept the fact that
You still
can't
have
be
that?
Emily Dickinson.
Actually, there's a scene in Eternal Darkness which is close to
But
that.
I mean, you did not say that they could.
I didn't say. I wish I did.
I'm sure.
I wish I did.
We'll find it on eBay, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. I wish I did save it. Yeah. So then, I didn't think about it for a long time after that. Did a little writing in college, but more kind of mainstream stuff. And then at some point, I got the idea for Haven, and like I said, just write a little, put it away, write a little, and here I am.
Yeah, no, I like the idea. I mean, that's my experience too. That you write something, it's like, now I need a book where I can use this scene. I have this great scene. Now I need something. And then if you get enough of them, then it's like, okay, now how do I thread these all together to make a coherent thing? But that's a lot of times how it gets started.
It's interesting you say that. Josh Mallerman's book that comes out next month is called Goblin, and it's not about a goblin. Goblin is the name of the town. And the book is actually 6 very short novellas about things that happen in the town, and he kind of weaves it all together. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really,
It's
really good. I need more Goblin stories. It's like the new Derry, somebody called it. It's Derry for the next generation.
Interesting.
It's really cool.
Is that coming up Earthling Publications?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'll have to check it
Yeah.
out.
It's available on Earthling.